everybody, Chef Jana here, welcome back. Guess what we're gonna make today? We're going to make quiche. Yes, we're going to make cheese, tomato, spinach, and basil quiche with tofu. But guys, I don't even know what to say about that. It is so delicious and so nutritious because of the tofu, lots of protein, you know, lean, clean protein, and the vegetables. It is something amazing to serve to your friends every time you have them over, or for yourself. So let's get started. What I have here is flour. The ideal is to make that with pastry flour, but I don't have any, so regular flour will do. So you add the flour with some salt and oil, vegetable oil, 50 ml. And that will do. And then you add water slowly. You can also do that in the food processor, but it's okay. I wanted to show you guys the consistency, and there's something fairly satisfying in kneading dough. I like the smell of the flour. It reminds me of my childhood. Me and my grandma making little dough breads. She used to make breads. This was a very nice tradition that we have there in the South especially. You make the bread on the weekends for the whole week. And while she was making breads, I was making those small little breads, and then I put two beans and make the eyes, and I used to call it the dough bread. So it's cute. Those memories that we carry from our childhood. Most of my memories with regards to my grandparents are related to food. That was a big thing in my family, eating all the time. Are you happy? Let's eat. Let's celebrate. Are you sad? Okay, you feel better. Let's eat something. So, but nobody was obese. We ate right. Okay, here we have it. So here we have this little ball here. That's perfect. We don't want to activate the gluten because the more you knead the dough, the more you activate the gluten. The gluten is what makes the flour gets elastic. We don't want that. It's not going to be good for that because we want it to be crunchy. Any tray you have, if you don't have a round one, don't go running and buy one. Don't bother, use what you have. I have seen beautiful quiches in those square trays. It looks just as nice and a little bit different as well. We like different. You can raise it up to the corners. I think it's safer this way. Some people don't do that. They only use the dough on the bottom of the quiche, which is an option, but I think it's nicer because one, if it turns out too soft, and if you don't have this barrier with the dough, by the time you slice it, it's going to run to the sides and then it's not going to look so pretty. And if you have lumps, holes in it, you just pinch a little bit and put in it. Don't try to squeeze it. No, just get a pinch of the dough and put it on top and keep doing it. This is the most boring part, because you're really going to have to make sure that everything is covered and the same size, flattened the same way. It's a little bit hard work, because this is not hard work at all, but that's the part that it's a little bit lengthy. In the process of making quiche, the rest is a piece of cake, or should I say a piece of quiche. Oh wow, so funny. Chef Jana, you're so funny. I know. So here we go. Flatten it up. Make sure that the base is the same height. Guys, if you hear some noise on the background, it's the kitty. He's very playful. And I don't know what happens, these animals, those animals here, every time I turn on the lights and I put on the microphone and everything, they decided to gather together in the kitchen. And I keep praying for them not to make a mess because, and if I don't have them here with me, they're gonna be like scratching the door and trying to get in. Go figure. Yeah, they want food, you're right. They know. All right, now, very important, we gotta prick it with a fork because it tends to create pockets of air. Some people put some weight on it, but it's not necessary. If you pierce it through like that, it won't be necessary. Now to the oven, 180 degrees for 10-12 minutes, and that's going to be enough. Oven. All right, guys, here we have our crust ready, really hot, careful. Now we're going to make the filling. Very simple. Oops, thank God. So you put all the ingredients together in a food processor. Firm tofu, otherwise it'll get too soft. We don't want that. Tofu, the cashews, either raw or, how do you call it? Roasted cashews, it doesn't really matter. Just careful with the salt, because roasted cashews, they tend to have a little bit of salt. Then you gotta make sure that you don't need to add that much salt after. Nutritional yeast. Salt. And that's it. Okay, our filling is ready. Now we're gonna work on the rest of the fillings. You slice the tomatoes into fours or halves, depending on how big or how small you want them. Keep in mind that you're gonna need a few to place it on top. Cherry tomatoes are very special for this dish because they have that extra sweetness and not much acid. They go perfect with the spinach and the basil. Well, tomatoes and basil, hello, best combination ever. Well, perhaps not the best, but the top 3. Now what you do is you separate the amount that you're going to use for the filling. Put it in the bowl. And then the ones that you probably might going to use it for the top. Then you add the mushrooms and the spinach. Now we add the mixture. Combine everything. If you think that the mixture is too thick, you can definitely add a little bit of water. Don't forget that the tomatoes, they already have water, and the spinach, the blanched spinach, already has water in it. So, you know where everybody thinks that quiche is originated from France, but it's not. It's originated from Germany, from a medieval kingdom of, what's the name? Lottery, I don't know. Lothringen, something like that. And it's called quiche because it comes from the German word Kuchen, which is cake. So the quiche, my friends, is not French whatsoever. It's German. All the more you know. Now the fun part. Well, everything is fun so far, but it's going to cook for about 30 to 40 minutes in 180 degrees, 350, depending on your stove, on your oven. You know, there's variations according to every model of stove and oven, where you live, and if it's electric or gas, so it all varies. Now we're going to decorate this little baby here. Should I put it upside down or should I put it with the seeds turned up? Still haven't decided yet. I think I'm gonna put it upside down, and then halfway through baking I want to turn it because I want it all browned and caramelized. Why is it going to caramelize if it's tomatoes? Because it has lots of sugar, and if it has sugar, it'll caramelize. This is a beauty, and I'm gonna pop this baby in the oven for 30-40 minutes, 180, 350 Fahrenheit, and I will be back to bite it and like, my God, it smells so nice already. Here we go. So here we have our quiche ready. This is the most amazing meal ever because it's so complete. It's lean, it has almost no fat, it has a lot of protein, and it is so tasty. And of course I am going to try these because I have been smelling it, and it, oh my God, hot. Sorry guys, you have to try these. And again, this is just a startup for any recipe you want to make. You can add to it cheese, vegan cheese instead of the nutritional yeast. You can add onions, you can add vegan bacon, whatever you want. This is the one that I happen to like the most, and the one that I have the ingredients laying in my fridge. So I thought it would be a nice idea to show this to you. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I see you next time. Have a wonderful week. Bye.